Okay, Wednesday, middle of the week, day one of the back end of the week, and we are looking today at prospects for shorts in gold and longs in the US 30 in the main. We've got US oil coming up, inventories a bit later on. Um, Looking for prospects of longs in WTI. Of course, these are just assumptions, nothing set in stone. Monitoring for how the price behaves leading into our trading window, which commences at 10 a.m. for all pairs. We've got inventories usually at 10:30 for oil. Nothing to do until after the inventories, if anything at all. So looking at the US 30, we can see here that it's selling off aggressively in the open and filling in the space of this week's void in the TPO. But we don't want to be doing anything with this short because we've got a build up of huge support, really. This week's TPO lows. Um, we've got a high volume node meeting last week's high. Okay, so we've got that switch level. We've also got a daily switch level from Monday. So the weekly switch level, the daily switch level, all of this in here is support. If we were to lose that, then that would make a very firm downside case. So instead, looking for a long, we've got today's point of control. Strange TPO going on here. Don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, it's to be used as a rough gauge in any case. So maybe we'll get we're going to move up and we'd want to get inside of the London lows. So inside of the London lows up into the highs of the day. There's a trade in there. There's a trade on the other side of the point of the the point control on today, and the closing price above yesterday's value area high. So we'll have to wait and see how the price behaves up to the closing price. There's a trade in there. There's a trade through to there, and then up into here. This was the prior high of the year. And then if we break that up into the previous day high, 200% range expansion above that. So US 30 is an interesting play on the upside. And I'm looking at gold also. So let me just pause my video, make notes. With gold, we've got this weekly switch level, bearish below there. Back to the 8-hour low of London. We've already had quite a wide range in London. So in any case, below the value area of today, value area low. And yesterday we opened in balance, but we're starting to break down the balance. Day 1, day 2, day 3 runner. So in the open, we've had a nice stop hunt. Peak formation high, potentially secondary. So we're getting a nice switch bar forming into our entry level, which is the weekly switch level, as well as the value area low from overnight, developing point of control just above. So we'll give this a point of control. Globex POC. That's the developing POC. So looking for a 10, 15 entry. This is the New York opening price down here. Also aligns with this 4-hour low. Let's see how the price behaves. US 30s off our radar for the moment. We need it above our 8-hour low on the London session. Still an uptrend scenario in breakout, so we're not looking for shorts. Keeping an eye on gold. So we're in on gold. Got really rubbish fill with my broker, but I took it on the basis that we've got this nice switch candle below the switch level. We've got that 15-minute switch there, and then followed up by this 5-minute in the making switch on the 3-minute. That already been printed a switch over here. The crossover on the EMAs looks good because we've already had the pullback into the M formation topping pattern. So that looks like a nice formation for the continuation lower. Really not impressed with the fill I got on that, the broker. It's a 2 to 1 to the low of the day, it should have been filled better for a 3 to 1 at least. So we've got a minute now until the 30-minute close, and if we look at the 30-minute candle, that would be a nice outcome if we get a switch close below the weekly switch level. Looking for a close now below the box. Okay, so now there she blows, just as expected. Now we might get a bit of support here on the monthly TPO, the current month. Strange charts today, really slow and sticky, don't know why. But it's a high volume node down here. So we're in at this high volume node. Interesting to see how the price behaves at this point. So reacting to it as support. losing it potentially. Nice looking drive. Now coming into the 8-hour low. Target wise, we've got an 100% range expansion of the London range all the way down at the breakout level of the month. Minus 2.7 over here. Just measured the correction Fibonacci extension into here. From the high to the low. Tallies up with a 100% range expansion over here, 200% below it. So this is sort of our encatchment area, I would say. So we're getting some nice follow through here now into the low of the day. So we're pretty low down from where we want to be. So that's the gold trade that was executed on my broker's platform. Might just wrap it up for the day. Wait and see.